Hey guys, next deck profile. So, I'm bringing back the Fusion variant of Dark Magician, especially moving into the April 2019 format. We're still in March, but I figured now is a good time as any to think about what would be the best way to change the deck now. I don't think anything in this deck will get hit from the ban list at all because I really didn't put anything here that was pretty much ban worthy at this point. Maybe limited, but overall nothing big, so I figured why not. So let me go and show you what I got this time around, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this. So much like the PK variant that I made, this is running more of an anti-meta style based play, just so that way Dark Magician could basically just OTK your opponent and constantly banish their cards. So yeah. So starting off playing 3 copies of Dark Magician, it's pretty standard. He's the OG Yugi's ace monster, so. And the best part about him is that he can't be hit with Widowmaker, so hey, sorry Sky Strikers. Next, 3 copies of A Prince's Illusion. It's a free summon if you discard 1 card, and you can discard anything you want. And also searches out your Dark Magician. Next, we got the best normal summon in the entire deck, Magician's Rod. Searches out all your Dark Magician related spells or traps. Only playing 1 copy of Magician of Dark Illusion, to me, and I agree with a lot of people who say this, that he's just not as good as he used to be. So I think 1 is just fine. You just mainly need him there to basically bring back your Dark Magicians, and also he counts as Dark Magician if you summon him, so why not? Playing 1 Dark Magician Girl, though, since I am running the Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. And last of our main spellcasters, we got Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. I feel like running the Spellbook engine is important because you need the draw power. It also helps you grind out your deck so that way you can get to the cards you need faster. So, Spellbook Magician of Prophecy definitely comes in handy. I actually decided to bring back my Keeper of Dragon Magic. This deck isn't too reliant on its extra deck other than bringing out the Dark Magician Fusion. So, honestly, the restriction where you can't special summon any other monsters from the extra deck except Fusion monsters doesn't really hurt you too badly. You mainly just need to protect your back row. So, as long as you can sit on that 3k beats deck, I don't think Keeper of Dragon Magic will definitely slow you down. So, in case you don't have Magician's Rod, definitely hope you also have Keeper of Dragon Magic. So, either Magician's Rod or Keeper are going to be your best normal summons in this entire deck at all. So, yeah. I'm only playing 5 hand traps. So, I'm starting off 3 copies of Ash. These are the commons that I got from the Soulburner Structure deck. So, yeah. So, if you have already gotten those, then you already have a playset of Ash and you're good to go. For the other one, I decided to go DD Crow. I think DD Crow is actually really good in this format. Kind of acts as another form of Called by the Grave. And it definitely helps against Salamangreats because, you mainly want to hit the card that they pitch away with Salamander Gazelle. So, DD Crow, definitely a great option. Or you can go Ghost Ogre, whichever one you prefer. And that's pretty much it for my monsters. So, moving on to spells. We got 3 circles. Helps you dig out for any Dark Magician related spells or traps, or even the monster itself. 2 Spellbook of Secrets to search out either Blue Boy or even our Spellbook of Knowledge, which comes to our next card. Spellbook of Knowledge. Helps you draw 2 cards. And who doesn't like to draw 2 cards? Next up, only playing 2 copies of Called by the Grave. 3 got pretty bricky, so I decided to just bump it down to 2. For the 1-ofs, we got Dark Magic Inheritance. Banish 2 spells from the grave to add a spell or trap that says Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. Dark Magic Attack, and Illusion Magic. And from here we also have our fusion cards to search out with our Keeper Dragon Magic. 2 copies of Polymerization. Now unfortunately this card is not searchable because it's a quick play spell, but it really comes into clutch. 1 Super Polymerization. If I wanted to try to make room for the Predaplant, but it got inconsistent, so I decided not to run the Predaplants at all. But anyway, you still want to run Super Poly in the main deck because we have plenty of Super Poly targets, and you'll see them very soon. For the trap cards, I'm only playing 5. Playing 3 copies of Navigation. Pretty handy trap card, to special summon Dark Magician from hand and 1 other level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster monster. And if you control Dark Magician, except that turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and negate the effects of 1 face-up spell or trap on the field. So, yeah. And then lastly, 2 copies of Eternal Soul. Just in case if I don't have the Dark Magician Fusion out, if this gets popped, then all my monsters get blown off the field. So that's why it's a little risky. But if you have the the Dark Magician Dragon fusion, then you're pretty much good to go because your opponent can't target it at all. Alright, so for the extra deck, I'm playing 2 copies of Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. This is a 3k beat stick, counts as Dark Magician while it's on the field or in the grave, so you can bring him back with Eternal Soul. And this also prevents your opponent from targeting your back row, so really excellent card. I really love what he can do. 1 Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. It's basically free spot removal. During either player's turn, you can send 1 card from your hand to the grave and then target 1 face-up card on the field and destroy it. So you can also attack the back row as well. For super poly targets, I'm playing 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Since my deck is primarily Dark Attribute and it's also good against Danger Thunders, you want to hit their Colossus with Starving Venom with super poly and just turn it into Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Against Salamangreat players, 1 Violet Chimera. And then for the only 2 Xyz I'm running, I'm actually playing 1 Norito for Spell and Trap card negation, and of course 1 Ebon Illusion Magician for banishment. So yeah. And for the links, I'm playing 1 Wee Witch's Apprentice. Reaper Dogus just requires 2 monsters and also helps boost the consistency of Summon Sorceress, so I figured why not play that just to further extend my plays. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, as well as Unicorn, because spot removal is always key. And I am running Ghost Reaper on the side, so for my Ghost Reaper targets, I'm running 1 Surreja Skuldred, 1 Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf, and then for the last one, I decided to just go with Skystriker Ace Kagari. It's still unknown whether or not this card could get hit or not, so we'll just have to wait and see. But if it does get hit to 1, for example, like we do in the OCG, then this could really kill Skystrikers like big time, because they're not going to be able to recur their resources as easily as they thought. I mean, yeah, they'll still have multi-roll unless that gets hit too, so this one was kind of a wild card to choose from. If I used to have a Colossus, a Thunder Dragon Colossus, but that card could also be potentially hit, and I'd rather not just... And I already sold that Colossus a long while back, so yeah. But anyway, we'll just have to wait to see what the ban list has in store for us. Moving on to the side deck, I'm playing 3 Ghost Reapers, as I just mentioned. Figured, why not? I mean, I have the room for it. Now, this card is pretty gimmicky. Y'all saw this on my zombie deck, which actually comes into clutch from time to time, and it really works out really well. Contact C. Just kind of like slows down your opponent, kind of forces them to make awkward plays to like do fusions, Xyz, or even link summons. So, yeah, Contact C definitely helps. Running 3 Secret Village of Spellcasters on the side as well. Because not every deck is spell heavy right now, other than Sky Strikers, so that's why I feel like it's better as a side option. 3 Storming Mirror Force, and then lastly, Gozen Match. My deck's, again, primarily dark, so Gozen Match definitely helps out pretty well, so if you want to slow down certain decks, this is definitely the card you want to use. Well, anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope y'all enjoy this, and I'll catch you guys again next time.